The world we see is only a fraction of the truth. Behind the veil of time, the light is shifting. History remains unbound, waiting for a lens sharp enough to capture the anomalies buried in our soil and the signals pulsing from the stars. Adjust your focus. This is Echoes Unbound. High above the ancient city of Cusco, Peru, stands a structure that defies every convention of modern archaeology. These are the zigzagging walls of Sacsayhuaman, a site built with individual stones that weigh as much as 100 tons. When the Spanish conquistadors first saw these walls, they were convinced they were the work of demons. They simply couldn't believe human hands could move such weight. The hallmark of Sacsayhuaman is the fit. These stones are not held together by mortar. They are joined with such surgical precision that today, 500 years later, you still cannot slide a single sewing needle between them. Each stone is a unique, multi-angled polygon, carved to fit into its neighbors like a giant, three-dimensional jigsaw puzzle. There are no straight lines here, only perfect curves that lock together for eternity. In modern construction, we use mortar to hide our mistakes and level our surfaces. But these architects didn't use mortar because they didn't make mistakes. Their engineering was based on absolute structural harmony and gravity. Peru is a land of massive earthquakes. While colonial buildings have crumbled time and again, these walls have remained standing. They were designed to vibrate and lock back into place safely. Hidden from view, many of these stones possess internal keys and sockets. This isn't just a wall. It is a giant anti-seismic machine made of living rock, engineered to survive for tens of thousands of years without maintenance. The largest stone here stands over 28 feet tall and weighs an estimated 120 tons. That is equivalent to roughly 80 mid-sized cars piled into a single seamless block of limestone. Mainstream history tells us these were moved by thousands of men using ropes and wooden rollers. But the site is located on a steep hill, and there are no local trees capable of making rollers for this weight. Even with 10,000 men, the logistics of navigating a 100-ton block around narrow cliff edges and up steep inclines defy the laws of basic physics and organized manual labor. When you look closer, the mystery deepens. Many of these stones show signs of vitrification, patches where the limestone has been turned into glass. This requires heat exceeding 1,500 degrees Celsius to achieve. Did the ancients possess a way to soften the rock? Was the perfect fit achieved not by grinding stone, but by molding it like warm clay under intense directed energy? Throughout the site, we find stones with scoop marks. These are not the marks of chisels or hammers. They look like indentations left by pressing into a soft, putty-like material before it hardened into solid rock. Some researchers suggest geopolymerization, a process where stone is crushed and chemically reconstituted. This would explain how they achieved the perfect fit without moving impossible weights. They simply poured the stone in place. By using local plant extracts and acidic minerals, could the ancients have chemically dissolved the limestone into a slurry? It would solve the enduring mystery of the needleless stone joints. Across from the walls lies the Rodadero. Here, the solid bedrock has been shaped into steps and seats, with a precision that suggests machining. The surface is so smooth, it feels like polished marble to the touch. This isn't the work of a civilization that only used stone hammers. This is high-level geometry and mass removal of hard rock, executed with a confidence we struggle to replicate even with modern power tools. At the top of the complex sit the ruins of Muyucmarca. Often called a tower, its circular foundations look more like a hydraulic system. Water was channeled here through a series of subterranean stone pipes. The sophistication of the plumbing system beneath the site is equal to the masonry above. The builders understood fluid dynamics as well as they understood megalithic construction and engineering. When you touch these surfaces, you realize you aren't looking at a primitive ruin. You are looking at the remnants of a technology that treated stone as a programmable, moldable, and high-tech medium. Traditions suggest these places were already there in a distant age, built by a culture from an earlier epoch that had mastered the world's most stubborn materials before the dawn of modern history. Sacsayhuaman stands as a testament to a lost mastery. It is a monument that refuses to be ignored, challenging our understanding of what was truly possible in the ancient world of our ancestors. The walls are built in 3 tiers, mimicking the jagged edge of a lightning bolt. During the solstice, the alignment with the sun suggests the site was a massive and accurate astronomical observatory. By watching how the shadows fell across these megaliths, the ancient watchers could predict the exact moment to plant crops and track the celestial cycle with unmatched precision. Some believe it served as more than a temple, perhaps a massive energy capacitor, drawing power from the piezoelectric quartz buried within the crystal structure of the massive limestone stones. Beneath the surface, a labyrinth of tunnels stretches for miles. These hidden passages are carved with the same precision as the walls above, winding deep into the bedrock of the Andean mountains. What secrets are still hidden in these sealed passages? Are there halls of records or caches of lost knowledge buried deep beneath our feet in the dark? The true wealth of this civilization was their mastery of stone, a wealth of knowledge that allowed them to shape the mountains themselves to their will with effortless and silent ease. Later cultures tried to dismantle the site to build their own cities, but the largest stones were immovable. They could only take the smallest blocks from the top, leaving the giants behind. You can see the difference today. Modern buildings crumble over time, but they often sit atop these indestructible foundations that haven't moved an inch in thousands of years of human history. We are living in the ruins of a giant's world, using their foundations to support our far more fragile existence. We walk past evidence of a higher science every single day. Sacsayhuaman tells us that our history is not a straight line of progress, that we have forgotten a height of knowledge we are only now beginning to recognize and investigate. The walls are still there, the stones are still waiting, and the truth remains etched into the joints that a needle cannot pierce even after millennia of erosion. The evidence at Sacsayhuaman is too loud to be ignored. It is time to unbind the truth about our ancient ancestors and the high-tech world they truly lived and breathed in. The truth isn't just in the books, it's in the stones. And those stones are calling to us to rethink our origin story. Are you ready to listen to what they say? We are Echoes Unbound. We look at the evidence left behind in the hardest rock on Earth to find the story that hasn't been told in any of our modern textbooks. Every time we measure these walls, we find something new. Every time we look at the precision, we find a new mystery to explore and a new truth to unbind. Join our community of explorers. Subscribe now and help us unbind the secrets of the ancients. Your support helps us travel to these sites to bring the evidence home. The world is full of these anomalies. From the high Andes to the Pacific Islands, the same mastery of stone is waiting to be understood by those with eyes to see. The needle still cannot pierce the joints, and the mainstream narrative still cannot explain the walls. Keep your eyes open, your curiosity alive, and your mind forever unbound. The past is not what you were told. It is what was left behind for us to find. We will continue to follow the echoes wherever they lead across the globe. We honor the builders whose names have been lost to history, but whose work will stand for eternity. Thank you for watching and for supporting our common mission. Unbind the truth. We will see you in the next investigation.